Birthdays are nature's way of telling us to eat more cake, and life is certainly sweeter with chocolate. So come on, let's make the best chocolate fudge cake you have ever eaten in your life. I have flu and sore throat, so I'll be speaking with difficulty today. You can sift cocoa powder and flour together. See only 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder with 2 teaspoonfuls. Half cup and 4 tablespoons of sugar for 6-inch cake. Now doubling it up for 8-inch cake. Eggs, oil, milk. Now blend. Mix dry and liquid ingredients together. I always use Nescafe coffee for baking as its taste is not strong enough to be detected but is perfect to enhance the taste of chocolate. 1 tablespoon coffee in about 3 tablespoons of water. So this is the consistency that we are looking for. It's making marks, but the marks are disappearing quickly. Pouring with this movement resolves the problem of forming bubbles. Bake at 200 degrees for about an hour or till the skewer comes out clean. For the ganache, always measure out the full 3.5 cups amount of sugar. So that was 1 cup and this is half. So 1.5 cup of dark and regular mixed cocoa powder in all. Always sift the cocoa powder. I will mix dark and milk chocolates in equal parts. Half a cup of each. Now let's begin the ganache with 2 packs of cream, which is 400 ml. Again, 1 tablespoon or 2 teaspoons of coffee in 3 tablespoons of water. Initially, I will add 1 cup of sugar for each pack of cream and dissolve it over low heat. Add coffee and this sugary cream mixture slowly into the cocoa powder in small proportions at a time. Cocoa powder doesn't mix properly, so always change the utensil when it appears to have mixed. See, it's still not mixed towards the bottom. Heat it on very low heat in a wide pan. Add the 3rd pack of cream. The wide pan will enable you to break down any lumps that might form later. Once heated, take it off the stove and mix your cream and half a cup of chocolate until it melts. I used 4 tablespoons more to make it more irresistible. Add another cup of sugar in 2 parts for the 3rd pack of cream. Keep heating for a few seconds repeatedly if required until all the chocolate and the sugar is melted. Now add butter to finalize the glossy finish. See how shiny and silky it is. See, my cake is flat again, like the tea cake I showed you earlier. The link for the tea cake is in the I button above. I cut it into 3 layers, which will require frosting 4 times. Hence no need for sugar syrup on the sponge and no need to put chocolate in the sponge itself. The chocolate ganache will be absorbed by the thin layers of the sponge. No need to work with much finesse while frosting, as it will be covered in the design that I have planned. Do try to keep a part of the top clean though. I do not keep the fudge ganache in the fridge and try to use it as quickly as possible while it's warm, as it tends to become sticky as it cools. Keep some water close by and keep dipping your palette knife in the water whenever it sticks on the ganache. Touching the ganache changes its color, but it keeps reverting back to the darker, glossy finish as it settles. Now most people find chocolate tempering or decorating with chocolate very difficult. But as with the lavender cake, I will tell you that there are a few easy ways to work with chocolate. Now melt some white and brown milk chocolate over a double boiler and fill them up in a piping bag. Let's make a grill for the sides of our cake. It's really easy, just follow what I'm doing. Let the grill dry a bit so that it doesn't merge, but do not dry completely that it breaks while being wrapped around the cake. Let it dry completely before peeling the paper off. Now let's make the petals for the flower. This is the easiest method that you can use, and it allows you to fix mistakes. We will use the back side that is on the paper as our upper side of the petals. Now let's make a small mistake and pipe our petal unevenly. If you don't have cookie icing pins, then you can use a toothpick. Just take a toothpick and press in the correct shape of the petal inside the crooked pattern and place it in the position you want your flower petals to look at the end. Once the chocolate dries, the crooked sides will fall off, leaving the smoothly shaped petals intact. Now I will not make a petal but just put a blob of chocolate on the paper. Now I will outline the shape of the petal in this blob. Always make extra, as this method makes very thin patterns which are very quick to break while assembling. So this is the first mistake, the crooked edges have fallen off. And this is the blob. The sides I've separated, leaving the petals behind. Now let's assemble our flower. See a few broken petals on the side. Now let me finish and I'll show you the final look.